What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here, lead trader and mentor at TradeBuddy, back at it again with another video lesson describing exactly how I made $690 in intraday profits by day trading these low float penny stocks. Very nice day today. I actually did not do so well in the morning. I actually ended the morning on a loss of around $400, which was pretty discouraging because yesterday I was trading and I was supposed to make over $1,000. You can watch the video on that, but my execution on my trade was 2 seconds too late, and the stock moved right up against me. And I was talking to my live stream yesterday, and I was saying how, with me personally, whenever I trade, the beginning of the week is always very important for me. So how I do Monday really affects how I do for the rest of the week. So because I missed the mark on Monday, I was kind of bummed and down, and that really did affect me this morning. I was over trading, I was taking not the perfect setups, and eventually I got burned for that by over trading and being down on profits. So after taking quite a few trades in the morning, I eventually logged off of my broker. I took a nap, I took a break, and I just wanted to clear my mind. I didn't want to keep looking at the markets and having the feeling that I need to trade and get out of this hole. So I stopped looking at the markets for around 3 to 4 hours. I came back later in the day and I saw VT spiking up. I took a position and made just around $1,300 on that trade. I believe it was $1,300. When I was just about to sell, I have a picture of it. When I was just about to sell, my profits were as high as $1,400 unrealized. So that was a very awesome trade. All in all, though, today I made, let me get the profit up here. I made $690 after commissions. Not a bad day whatsoever. Not a great day, but not a bad day. I'm happy that I'm able to end this day with some profits, and hopefully that we will see green the rest of this week. So just want to have a quick shout out to all the students in the TradeBuddy chat room. We had Hulk, who made 10 cents per share on HMNY. We had Jordan, who did a paper trade on HMNY as well, made $50. And Michael grabbed 320 on HMNY, and there were a bunch of others that I wasn't able to take a picture of. So we were trading HMNY around an hour after market open, and we nailed it. We nailed this trade, so we're going to cover that and all the other trades I did today. But first, if you didn't know, every single day I give away $25, and it goes to a random commenter from the previous video lesson. So we have the raffle right here, and let's see who won. All you have to do is leave a comment on this video asking a question. So here's Greg again. Thanks for the videos, keep them coming. Greg, send me your email address over YouTube, your PayPal email address, and I'll send over your winnings. So make sure that, if you want in on this raffle, leave a comment down below. Make sure you like this video and make sure that you subscribe. So let's just go down the list of the low float movers and see exactly what was moving today. CNET was moving in pre-market. They had some good news. I believe they dropped earnings. But the thing with CNET is that with the past history, it's not holding its pre-market gains whatsoever. It always sells off at market open. So we kind of knew that, and we weren't really looking to trade this at market open just because it was up so much, and there's going to be profit taking along the way. So when we were watching this in pre-market in the TradeBuddy chat room, we identified the pre-market high of day as the only place to buy into this. Never reached that, so we never traded it. Next up that popped up was CHFS. This popped up real fast. And it really didn't do anything, didn't have any volume, so we did not trade this one. Next up was KBSF. Now, I did trade KBSF, and on KBSF, I made a quick $300. Now, what we did is we did not want to chase this random spike right here because there was no buy level. There was nowhere that you could use a breakout and support level. So we just let this run up. We let people take their profits, and then after 3 minutes, we had some nice resistance levels. So the top of these two candles shows us that, okay, at this level, we have some short-term resistance. So the next green candle to break over that, we're going to go long. So that's exactly what I did. And I went long KBSF, 1,000 shares. Tried getting my shares of KBSF at $7.20. But because this is such a low float and it had very wide spreads, I was executed at $7.38. So 18 cents per share off of my initial buy entry. So because of that, I immediately said, okay, this is going to be not a big winner for me because I didn't get in where I wanted to. So I want to just lock in my small profits on this. So it instantly popped up to the 770s, sold on the ask, and made 304 on that trade within 5 seconds. So that was a very nice trade, and that gave me false hope that the rest of the morning would be great because that was my first trade. So the first trade, I was up $300. I was like, okay, this is awesome. Let's keep it going. So then we have CHFS running again, CYCC. We didn't trade any of these. Next one we traded was HMNY. So HMNY, I took quite a few trades on HMNY. And I really did overtrade this. So I did not buy this obvious breakout over $2.10, even though there were some people in the chat room who did. Obvious flat top wedge there with some consolidation after a huge run yesterday makes for a very nice second leg up. So I did not buy the break over that flat top, but where I did buy, it's kind of hard for me to see because I'm recording this pretty late and E-Trade no longer has my my order information. So let me see. The first time I bought this was the break over this consolidation right here. So $4.39 on this nice 2-minute pullback here. So I bought the break out of this. I think I bought 1,000 shares only because it was midday, and I sold this into the strength. And then on this one, I was getting way too greedy. They kept getting in and out, and I was trying to scalp it, but I was just not timing my orders well at all. So all in all, with HMNY, I lost around $150. And then next one I lost on was OPGN. This one was kind of a bad one because, you know, as far as the daily chart goes, it did look like we could have a nice squeeze because the Bollinger Bands were squeezing very nicely, and you can see we have the 20 EMA holding it down for the past half month or so, and then we finally broke out of that on big volume. Had a nice multi-day breakout over 210. So once I pulled that up and we broke over that level at 210, I wanted to jump into it. So I bought 1,000 shares at 228, hoping that we would see increased volume, and then it just collapsed out of nowhere. So I bought in right here at 228, and then it just ran for like 5 seconds, and then it just dumped. And this dropped all the way down to 213. It eventually cut my loss at 218, so lost $118 there. Next one to pop up was VLRX, and this is where I lost most of my money. So VLRX popped up on the scanner, and you know, at this point I was way over trading. I did not need to hop into this play because we already had the halt, and I was buying it post halt. I never buy these plays post halt almost ever. So once I took this trade, it was pretty obvious to me that I was over trading. Not only did I buy post halt, but I also tried to predict the breakout, which really burned me. So I did buy VLRX 2,000 shares at $4.39, anticipating the breakout over high of day. So about right at the top, right here, and it dropped on me, so I had to cut my loss at 393. So on that one, I took a pretty big loss and lost around 400 bucks on that one. So, you know, at that point, I was like, okay, I'm done trading for the day. I'm going to take a break and come back later on and see if we can make any trades. So I left the markets, did my thing, came back, and we saw VTVT popping up on the scanner. This was a massive run from less than $1, hit a high of $1.67. So I was watching VTVT, and the point that I got in was the breakout over 125-ish. So what I did was took 2,500 shares on the break over 125, and that was executed at 127. Ran up, had resistance at this $1.34 level. Tested it for a bit, but ultimately we broke out through it. So at that point, I added another 2,500 shares. So at this point, I had 5,000 shares of VTVT at an average of 131, and I thankfully held it all through this move, and I sold the majority of my shares at 155. So from 131 to 155, that's around 20 cents per share. With 5,000 shares, that's just around a $1,000 winner. So with that win, brought my day up to, as I showed earlier, 690 bucks in intraday profits. So pretty messy morning, but I found a very nice play in the afternoon and was able to really make a nice trade on it and pull out with profits on the day. So I guess the best lessons for today is just to really recognize when you're not trading in the zone, and really recognize when you're trading emotionally and over trading. You have to have that internal switch where you can just say, okay, I'm not trading on top of my A game, so I need to just stop and step back. The most dangerous thing with trading is that there is no timeout feature. You know, like when you're playing a sport and you're being too reckless, you'll get injured, and then you'll have to sit out because you cannot play. Your leg is sprained, your arm is broken, you physically cannot play. With day trading, there is no real timeout feature except for blowing up your account, and that's the ultimate timeout. So you can take a $2,000 loss, and then you can jump right back in and take another $2,000 loss. There's nothing stopping you. The only thing that can stop you is really just yourself saying, okay, hold up, let me have a breather and take a step back and re-navigate what I'm doing wrong. So you really have to have that discipline to step away from the market, because the main thing that happens that really affects so many traders is that, like, once they're red on the day, their goal is to dig themselves out of that hole. And with that type of mentality, you are trading emotionally, so you will keep taking more and more and more losses, making yourself go deeper into the hole because you're taking any trade you can to get yourself out of the hole, and you're not focusing on A quality setups. You're not trading your patterns. You're just trying to trade anything just to get those profits and make yourself go back on the green side of trading. So really need to avoid over trading, and you really have to be careful about these low flow plays like OPGN, because they can very much just collapse on you. Took a big loss on this one and took an even bigger loss on VLRX. So need to be very careful with these type of plays. Don't want to chase it. Don't want to buy after the halt almost ever. And, you know, the only time that you would ever buy this is after it breaks out. You don't ever want to try to anticipate the breakout, and you never want to buy at the top of the channel. What I should have done was have my buys at the bottom of this channel, because then if the breakout didn't work, I could take my partial profits into the top of the channel, which is still like $0.50 per share. So that would have been a very awesome win either way. So Good lessons in the morning, great win in the afternoon. All in all, I'm happy with today, and I'm happy that a bunch of people in the Trade Buddy chat room were able to profit on HMNY and other trades. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video lesson, please leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a comment down below with any questions or any requests. If you stuck around through the whole video, I'm assuming that you enjoyed the content. I did finally fix the links for the ebook, so that's fixed on all of my videos. Click the link down below and you'll be able to see the ebook. You can see the lifetime mentorship program that offers lifetime access to the Penny Stock Mastery course, lifetime access to the Trade Buddy silver chat room, and the platinum live stream where you can actually watch me trade live every morning. I do that from 9 a.m. market time to around 11 a.m. market time for just around 2 hours every morning, answering questions and showing my screens and showing my trades. So very good learning tool. Free 1-week trial on both of those things. All the information is down below. You can also send me an email, tony@tonyivanov.com, if you have any further questions. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the chat room for some pre-market trading. All right. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys then.